Hello, everyone. This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa, and I'm glad to be here because we have so much information to get to you guys, especially about the website. We want you guys to kind of go through it so you can easily see that it's easy to get to South Africa. First of all, we've had plenty of people come to enjoy this country, and you should be coming here, and there should be no delay. There's no reason at all for you not to be here enjoying the sun here in South Africa. So what we've been able to do is put together this great company that's obviously owned African American owned, based in Johannesburg now. So we got access to everything. So if you come here and there's something that doesn't happen like it's supposed to happen, we can always reach out in real time to make sure that the changes are fixed. And then, of course, we can make sure that your accommodations are good to go. We make sure everything is on point well in advance for you arriving because we don't want you coming this far to have issues. Just that it's just that simple. So, of course, we've always are like, how do I get to Africa? Like literally, how do I get to Africa? Well, things have changed, and our company is changing the game, and we are basically your official travel partners to South Africa. So, what I'm getting ready to do now is expose you to our website. But before you even do that, make sure that if you're watching this, especially on YouTube or Facebook or on one of our platforms, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate that. And of course, leave comments. And then, of course, hit the like button because that helps us get the content out to more people because YouTube realizes that it's great content and it needs to get out. And so they'll put it in front of other people because all of this is just a grassroots movement, something that we're trying to do. We want everyone to have the same kind of experiences that we're having here in South Africa. So without further ado, let me take you to our website, okay? There it is. That's our website. What do you think? It's pretty nice, pretty upmarket, pretty upscale. But this website right here will give you a lot of information on how to get to South Africa. And then of course, you can book your trip here. You could do everything you need to do here. Now, keep in mind that we do not do flights because you can possibly get a better deal than we can get. And we've been finding that people have been using several different sources from having points to, hey, I work for so and so. We have a deal at our credit union, or I belong to like Costco or your insurance company. I mean, there's plenty ways to book your flight. So I think it works out best that way. So we don't have to add that cost in there. So now our website. To get to anywhere on our website, you need to start right here. As you see, I'm making this thing do what it got to do. Start here. That will bring you back here. But also, too, here's our phone number, which you can obviously see. And if you have a question, please go right here and you can hit that button right there. And then, of course, we have a Facebook page. There's content there that you probably won't find anywhere else there. So obviously, go to our Facebook page. And then, of course, there's our Twitter page. And then, of course, there's our Instagram, and then of course our favorite is our YouTube channel, and that's where on all these platforms, go ahead and start following and subscribing, doing all the stuff that you need to do. So now, what I'm going to do is scroll down a little bit. Now we know these are kind of crazy times a little bit, and I will admit, but to come to South Africa, all you need is just a negative COVID test, PCR test, 72 hours in advance before you leave. So, but there's no shots. You're not required to take any shots at all, to include the yellow fever shot. There's no need to try to acquire uh, a visa prior to coming. Why? Because once you get here with your negative COVID test, they will issue you, stamp your passport right then and there. So you have to have a passport, a valid passport. They'll stamp it so you can come stay up to 90 days, and it's free. And then, of course, this is just the rest of the first page, and we will come back to all of this. But this is the first page, so kind of go through all of this. And of course, we do have a book. If for those that are looking at trying to move to South Africa, we do have a book that you need to look at. It's very inexpensive. I think it's $15. We put a lot of time and effort into making sure that you guys have a guide because there's a lot of people that are looking to come to leave the country, and especially from the U.S. Okay, so now that you've seen this page, we're moving over to our about page. It looks fun. It looks fun here, don't it? Well, it actually is. I'm sorry. Now we're going to our about page. We love the about page because it kind of gives you guys an overview. If you never heard of us before, which you should have, but now you're here, go ahead and take it all in. You get to see who we are. So we put a lot of information in here and so forth, and for you to read about. And then of course, we're the owners of the Real South Africa. As you see, that's us right here, and it gives you a little bit of information about us, so you'll know who you're dealing with here in the Republic of South Africa. Okay, so now at that point, what we like to do is take you over to this tab right here, the Contact tab. Now, let's say you at this point you're still having questions like, "Hey, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? I want to be able to do this, and I want to be able to do that, or I need to go ahead and book my trip." You could do it on the website, but you can also email us. Just leave all your details. Leave a kind of or lengthy or wordy, and be lengthy and wordy in the messaging. Submit it, and then we will get it, and then we will reply to you via email. So that's one way. And then of course you can always schedule a call with us as well. And we like this system here simply because once you call us, I mean, send this message. We're in Johannesburg, South Africa. You might be on the East Coast or even on the West Coast in the U.S. And what that does is you can schedule a call, and whatever time you schedule, it converts it for us, and then of course we get all your details, and then we'll move from there. So, and then we'll obviously give you a call. So that's perfect. So that kind of solves that problem with the time shifts and things like that. And then of course we have another tab here called Media. People have been writing about us, and we've had stories done. Some of the stuff is here. Ultimately, we will be updating that. So that's one thing. But if you want to again learn a little bit about us, here you are. Also, too, we have our frequently asked questions. We've been doing this for years, bringing people from America to South Africa and having great experiences. But if you have a question, most of your answers are going to be right here because these are frequently you know, ask questions. So that's kind of how that works. So we put a lot of stuff in here so you guys can kind of go through this. And you see it's a pretty lengthy question, but again, all you have to do just click the button and get your answers. Now, one of my favorite parts about our website is this testimonials page. I really, 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 really like it because people have taken their time after they've came on a trip with the Real South Africa. They're all excited. They're all happy. They found us. They're happy that they found us. They found a pathway to leave America on a trip, come to Africa, and everything is taken care of for them. And they always express their exuberance in these videos here that we actually do. So you can actually go through, check out the videos. They're pretty nice. Different people from all around America, some from the UK as well, but families, we got people that come as single people, some people that come as girl groups. I mean, some of everybody, they come here, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, daughter, husband and wife, single people. They all come here and because they see our videos and then they get here and they're like, wow, this is probably like one of the best situations that I could have ever been. And they're like, wow, I haven't done this before. But there's a lot of information here for you to absorb. And then of course, all these link to our YouTube channel. So you can always subscribe and then of course, read the comments and so forth. It's pretty fun to just kind of go through all of that. So now, like I said, we got to go back to the homepage because now we're going to pick a trip. This is where the fun begins. So now that you're going to go back down and you're going to slip down here and you're going to see a bunch of tabs right here. And these are our most popular trips or destinations, and they're great destinations. Any one that you pick is going to be awesome. But keep in mind, if you are looking at trying to do something else or you don't see something that you really want, go ahead and hit that contact thing. Send us an email, and then you can schedule a call so we can go ahead and get this thing moving for you. And I would also suggest that you book your trip in advance because we do have payment plans. So if you like, for example, this month is January and you really want to come in the summer, the summer here in South Africa starts in December. We got reverse season. So if you really want to come here and during that time, it's best to book early as possible so you can take advantage of the payment plans. So of course we have, Joburg here or Johannesburg, and then we have Cape Town, you have Durban, and then you have Limpopo, and then of course there's Mpumalanga. These are just places that you can go, and they're all very, very nice. But what we're going to do is pick Cape Town. Okay. So as you see, you'll come down here and then you'll get greeted with this wonderful short video so to kind of keep you grounded and say, okay, that's where I'm going to. And I'll be honest with you, it is absolutely stunning there in Cape Town. And then of course there's just some highlights on the right side here. Kind of tell you some of the things that are there. But and like I said, I just said some of them, okay, because there's a lot more there. So what we would like for you to do next is to click on this video here, right? And this video will give you like an overview of what you're getting ready to select. So let me just click this real quick. So what do you think? It's amazing, isn't it? And this is something that you can select. I know we generally don't get, marketed to as far as Africa is concerned, and especially South Africa, but this is a new day. And like I said, we have a black-owned company right here of African Americans that are here, right here in Johannesburg, that can source anything for you. So we would really, 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 really like to know what you think. So now that you have me again, and you're looking at me, you're like, oh, he's so excited. I am excited because we get an opportunity to help people come to Africa that have never thought in their whole entire life that they would ever get the opportunity to come to Africa, like ever. So, we were in that same space at one time, but we decided to come here, and we feel that people should get some help to do these things. Now, let me show you this. This is the itinerary because, or sample itinerary. So what does that mean to you? Now you're like, okay, well, what am I going to do when I get there? This is a sample itinerary, and of course you can click it right there on the website. But it kind of takes you through everything. Day one, like what's going to happen. Day two, day three, all the way to day six. Because I just chose a 6 day itinerary. But if you want a 10 day, if you want a 13 day, a longer itinerary, they're there. Also, too, if you are looking at, how can I say, staying longer, contact us. We can put together a longer trip for you as well. So I mean, this is you getting to South Africa, and we make sure that you're picked up from the hotel. I mean, from the airport, taken to the hotel, picked up from the hotel, taken to all your excursions. Most of your meals are included, but just kind of go through it, and you would see that the real South Africa has done a really good job of presenting, South Africa in a good light and take you to some really nice places while you're here. So, like I said, you can click on it. It's electronic, and you can download this as well. So now, also too, there's also the our terms and conditions and whatnot. So you can click on that, view that right there, and then of course, things that you need to know before going to South Africa. Everything is inside of there. So you really shouldn't have a problem with coming to South Africa. And like I said, we're upfront and we want you to know everything. And of course, if you have any questions, just let us know, and you'll be good to go. So now, I think what we can do is go ahead and just decide to pick a trip. What do you think? Are you interested? I think we had picked earlier that we were looking at, I think, Cape Town, right? So let's go back to the website. So you've already looked at the sample itinerary. Now you're looking at Cape Town. You're like, I think this might work. Now, like I said, what you're looking at is going to be a whole lot better than going to the Caribbean, even Mexico, and the value for the buck is incredible. And what you're going to take away, you're going to come here empty, and you're going to go back full. Full of culture, full of the foods and things you eat, and you're going to have your own story. But let's go ahead and hit this book button here. Let's see what happens. Boom. Here you are. You got the 6 day, you got the 10 day, and you got the 13-day option. These are three options. And if you don't see what you really want, you can always contact us. But let's just suppose for a moment you say, you know what? I think I could break away for 6 days. So you go ahead and hit that 6 day button, right? And then what happens is here you are. Now, we give you even more information right here. Your experience overview, what to expect, what we're going to do. And if you have any questions, it's all here. So if you're coming here saying, well, do I need to convert my money? Your answers are right here. So we cover everything for you because we know sometimes it's a little hectic trying to go somewhere that you've never been. And then of course these are just images that you can roll over and say, yep, I'm gonna have me a dang good time in Cape Town. Period. Okay. So now here you are over here. So let's say you're coming by yourself, or better yet, let's say you're bringing a friend, or let's say you're coming as a couple. So let's say it's two persons. Okay. And let's say you're like, you know what, I really wanna travel in April of 2022 2022. The weather's still nice in Cape Town. Keep in mind we have reverse seasons. So the summer is December, January, February, March, like somewhere there in about where it's warm. And let's say you decided you wanted to go on the 15th, right? So then your booking costs will pop up here. You have a few options at this point. Now you got a choice. You can either pay in full, pay the full amount, fill out everything you need to do, and then you're on your way. Or you can pay your deposit. Now, keep in mind that the deposit is 20% of the cost of the trip. Obviously, there's payment plans that go along with that, and we can sort that out for you as we go along. So let's say here you are. Let's say you're in January and you decide you want to come in November. It's very nice here, very nice in Cape Town, very nice in Joburg, very nice in Durban. Well, you could use that time in between to pay off the rest of your balance. So, and we do allow that. We just want everything paid 30 days prior to your arrival. So the sooner you take advantage of this, and if you plan on traveling 6 months out, 7 months out, then you got a little cushion to go ahead and get that paid for. And then of course, if you got a group that's bigger than that, then obviously you could just give us a call direct and we can get you pricing for that. So now you done all this stuff and you're like, you know what, I'm ready. So then you go ahead and click that button here. And then now that you click that button, it shows everything. Let me see. Let me go to my yep. So then you go to view your cart. Okay. Now one of these you don't need obviously because you're going on April 15th. So you'll go ahead and do that and it will update for you just in case there's something in there. Let's say you bought the book. It would be in there. I think everybody should consider purchasing the book. And then of course you proceed to checkout. Okay. And that's basically it because when you get there, you're going to put all your information in there and it just works for you. So let me go to proceed to checkout. And then once you get here, all your information will you need to put it in here, and that's how we're going to contact you in the whole nine. But at this point, you're on your way to sunny South Africa. So you got to pay your deposit, and then this is what you will owe over a period of time. And of course, you can pay that monthly or biweekly, however you want to do it. But just as long as everything is covered before, and of course, you could pay via PayPal, or you could pay click the credit card option as well, put that in and place your order. And at that point, you're on your way to sunny South Africa. So just looking at the website, and now you understand how it works and everything, you have no reason to not come to sunny South Africa. It is awesome here. And so we do want you guys to come here and enjoy yourself. We really, 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 really do because we're here now. We wish somebody would have sorted us out many years ago, but we ultimately did it on our own. But then we felt so good about what we were doing, and then we felt that others would want to do the same thing. So we're extending this out to you guys. So we're here. We know what's good here. We know what's hyped. We know pretty much everything. We're always around the country. We're part of the tourism here, by the way. They know who we are. So when we make calls and say, hey, this is what we're looking for, we can kind of get exactly, what we need. Keep in mind that South Africa is a serious tourism destination. A lot of people are coming here, lots and lots of people. Maybe not you in America because we kind of like shy away from Africa, but the rest of the world, I mean, there's more people in the rest of the world than there is in America or even in the diaspora. They come to South Africa because of the weather, because of the exchange rates, because of the food, because of the environment, because of just this is just South Africa. So we do invite you, and so make use of the website. It'll definitely get you here. Oh, let me add this one little caveat. I almost forgot. When you do book your trip, you're gonna get the option to download an app. Okay, so through that app, you'll be walking around with your itinerary. This is through the app on your phone. You will be able to view the itinerary. So if something changes, we just view your app. If anything, if you need to contact us, go through your app. If we need to contact you, we're going to go through the app. So we do have an app for that. We have pretty much everything to make your trip a wonderful situation. And then, of course, we want you guys to come have that great experience that you need, that you probably been looking for the whole time, but you didn't know you needed it. But so we're here. So if you have any questions, of course, you can reach out to us on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. And then, of course, you can call us, schedule a call, or email us. So we hope to see you here in sunny South Africa.